married men in y'all inboxes. Have y'all ever experienced that?
Too many. Married men are men who are... Go ahead and speak the truth.
She might be listening. She might be listening to the show.
You stupid.
But I have had. Would you say it like that?
Mm-hmm.
I have
currently
encountered in the past.
Why do y'all think? Why do you men are men, married or not, right?
Right.
Unfortunately. Not making excuses for them.
Some men.
Yeah, not all, of course.
But some.
But men are men, regardless if they're married or not, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I was gonna say, what makes you think that? I mean, what do you think makes them do that? Like,
I think some people do be bored of shit with the selection that they made.
They made. Okay. Let's get into the meat and potatoes.
Yeah, I honestly think some people made bad decisions in the person that they chose to marry.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they shitty people. Like, they aren't doing what they need to do. Some people just dirty and grimy as fuck. Some people just want a little bit of excitement.
Yeah.
You know, some people just want somebody to talk to. And then some people just want
outside
somebody...
of the person they talk to every day.
Because they not connecting with their spouse anymore. They may have tried, or they don't know how to put it in the words. Well, it could be anything.
And the fire's not there anymore.
Yeah. And they're just like, shit, I don't know how to reconnect. And they're just like, I need something else, so I'm going to take this gun to my temple and end it all.
And my whole family.
And my whole, take everybody out.
Talk me off this bridge.
Yeah, I think that's some people's dilemma. You know, they just don't know what to do. And then, like I said, some people just want to do it because that's what the fuck they want to do.
And they don't care.
They sneaky.
They don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
You know, they just want to cheat on their spouses. Sometimes their spouses know, and sometimes they don't. And that's just what they want to fucking do.
Yeah, I agree. I've been guilty of entertaining some, but nothing too crazy. You know, it's just kind of like, well, I'm grown. I can't talk to, regardless of whether you're married or not. First of all, it depends on what we're talking about. That's the first thing. But, you know, sometimes people just take things, oh, he's married. Why are you talking to him? Because I'm grown. And he's grown.
I think it's more than that, though.
But that's what I'm saying. It depends on what we're talking about. Because some people be like,
I mean, yeah.
You have some people that are just very judgmental and like, why are you talking to this married man, having a conversation, and you can read the whole thing and it's nothing.
Yeah, I think that's a little over the top. But I think if you're being inappropriate, and we all know what inappropriate is,
absolutely.
Then I mean, why?
Right.
Fucking why? I mean, and it's for me. I don't go around judging other people. I just ask people why you do the shit you do.
Yeah.
Like, and if at the end of it you cool with what you do, I mean, listen, we all got shit we trying to go through. But like, just think about it. One day you may be married, and one day a bitch might be in your husband's DM. So I mean, karma is real. And I just be like, listen, you know, I had a guy. I think I had said this before. I had this guy, cutie too. He just hit me up on Instagram. And I was like, who the fuck is this? He cute. He was dark. I was like, he's an attractive guy. Of course, I do what I do to everybody. I go and look on his page. And I'm like, oh, he looks good. He seemed like he was a good guy. And I was like, go back and read his bio and see what he has in there. Show his shit stank. It says husband, father, all this other bullshit. And I'm like, here go another motherfucker. So he's in that, you're just so beautiful. I think you look really nice. All this very complimentary. I'm like, thank you so much, whatever. And so I go on his page more because I know he's got a wife
somewhere.
So I'm looking for the wife, and he tags her in a picture. I go on her page. I get her name. And she's gorgeous. They got pictures sent up to the classic husband and wife ass pictures together, hand on the shoulder, showing the ring and shit. And I'm like, oh, they look so cute. So he gives me one more compliment, and I said, thank you so much for all the compliments, but I don't think that Kim would be as happy that you're giving me compliments. And he was like, yeah, I know. And I was like, listen, man, you know, I'm not the woman you can unload on like this. Right. That's your relationship with your wife. He was like, yeah, sometimes I'm happy, sometimes I'm not. I said, I get it. It happens. I'm not trying to judge you. I understand, but I'm not her.
Right.
So I'm like, it's plenty of girls who want that. Why? You're not my problem. Like, you got a whole ass wife. You decided, you asked her to marry you. Deal with it. And divorce is a real ass thing. If you're not happy, and I know it's a lot more than just saying divorce somebody because you got the kids and you got shared ass property. I know. But if you ain't happy, it doesn't make sense to be in somebody's inbox. It really doesn't. When you just really get down to it, the shit is stupid. Because you're going to get found out. Eventually, if you got a smart ass woman, you will get found out. And what I don't want to be is the bitch on the other end of those text messages where some bitch is calling me, talking about you was fucking with my husband. And no, you aren't responsible for what a married man does. But if his wife comes and knocks at your door trying to whoop your ass, yeah, you bought that shit. Because you should have never been talking to her husband in the first fucking place. And I just feel like, no, I feel like married women shouldn't be seeking the other woman. But if she does, what the fuck can you say to her? You were active in fucking up her marriage. In many ways. Like, you didn't do it by yourself.
We're talking about the people that are having inappropriate.
No, that's all. I'm just saying inappropriate. If it's something like, come and lick my teeth.
Right.
I'm not talking about like, yeah, hey, how you doing today? How was your day? You know, stuff.
But then the thing about it is, let's take it a step further. So with the conversations that are not inappropriate, but are frequent,
I don't think it's any problem with. I honestly don't think that there's a problem with men and women married. Or let's just say it's
having new friends or anything.
Right. I don't think that's a problem as long as you're transparent with your spouse. And if your spouse is like, if they feel like they need to check or whatever, or if they want to do a checkup on what you're talking, like, you know how some people be on the phone like, oh, I'm talking to my friend Alex or whatever. Your wife is like, oh, tell Alex I said hey. And then he's like, well, you tell her I said hey or whatever. He hands the phone to his wife. Then, like, what's the problem with that? And you're like, she just knows that you and Alex talk every day. Like, we say, hey, how you doing? We talk about work. We talk about kids. We talk about whatever else. Like, he may be trying to talk to Alex about her relationships. What? I don't think that that's a problem.
Yeah, I guess the problem comes in when you're not being honest.
Transparent, yeah. That's the issue.
So, where you're saying, you know, it's okay for them to have, you know, friends, you know, platonic friendships. We know sometimes platonic friendships can turn
sometimes they
something
do,
else, you know. So, I guess you just have to keep an eye out for stuff like that because men and women, but I would say mainly men, can be very gullible and very naive to certain situations where we may see it as flirting and then they may see it as
she's just nice.
Yeah. So she bring you lunch every day, but I cook lunch and you put my shit in the refrigerator and throw it in the trash and don't you know.
But then I think that's a good time for a discussion about boundaries too. Like, I wouldn't expect, if I had a husband, I wouldn't expect my husband to let another woman cook for him and be bringing him food to work all the time. I would be like, I expect you to handle this and tell her that that's not. I had a situation with my ex like that. She had a girl who she was dating before me, kind of dating, fucking her or whatever. And then once I got into the picture, I wasn't against that relationship because I was like, you keep your friend. Like, I'm not that type of person.
Right.
Because I feel like I'm the shit anyway, but I just feel like I'm not going to be on you about things that you should do as a grown person. We're not going to have that conversation. But
and it becomes a problem.
And it did become a problem. And I saw in her phone that this woman was talking to her inappropriately. And that's when I stepped in and told her, you can't talk to her anymore. Like, if you're going to choose to talk to her, then you choosing to dismiss me and end this relationship. But I was going to be cool with y'all from the beginning as long as there was nothing inappropriate happening. Now that I see that there's something inappropriate, you cannot talk to her anymore. Like, that's when I feel like I need to step in and say, that's a hell no for me. She's saying this shit to you, and you didn't correct her, so now I got to do the work for you. So now I'm pissed off at both of y'all, but I'm really pissed off at you. I'm not going to address her. You just need to let her know why you won't be speaking to her again.
And what I found out in my previous relationships, it's already inappropriate shit going on. But I don't do the phone thing. I don't check phones anymore. You know, I told you I stopped years ago. So even with, babe, your phone ringing, I'm not going to pick your phone up and answer. I don't care if it's your mama calling. You get your own phone. You know? So I wouldn't ever know that through the phone. I would find out a different way. Unless I'm just like, I gotta look because I know for a fact I know some shit going on. That's when, and I'm at the point where I'm at my wit's end at that point. So, I mean, I feel you on that.
Yeah.
So,
shit, man.
That's it right there. I'm done.
Hey! Thank you for listening to The Even Exchange.
Give,
receive,
gain.
Send all your questions to theevenexchange@gmail.com. THEEVEN 3XCHANGE @gmail.com.
Follow us on Instagram, The Even Exchange. TheEven, the number 3 XChange.